Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Talking with Heroes talk show program. I am Bob Calvert, your host. Ted is behind the camera, and we're on talkingwithheroes.com. Our online news site is thankyouforyourservice.us with daily news coming in from public affairs officers in Iraq and Afghanistan, and military news, military support news around the world. And we're still here in Afghanistan. We're at Mehtar Lam in Laghman Province, Afghanistan, and we are now with the 3-6 Kansas Cavalry Agribusiness Development Team 3 with the Kansas National Guard. And so what I'm asking you all to do is start out, introduce yourself, where you're from, how long you've served. Go ahead, start it.
Hello, my name's Sergeant First Class Travis Bowser with the Kansas Army National Guard. I have 13 years of service in, and I'm from Holton, Kansas.
Okay, and is this your first deployment?
This is my first deployment to Afghanistan. I have another deployment to Kosovo.
Okay, and what do you do here?
I am a medic.
A medic, okay.
Yes.
Why don't you talk a little bit about what you do?
Well, as a medic, it's my job just make sure that the troops are staying safe. If they have any colds or wounds or anything, just kind of get them patched up, get them ready for missions.
Hopefully you haven't been too busy, right?
I have not been busy.
You're the kind of guy that we don't want, that nobody wants to be busy.
Exactly right. And I haven't been very busy at all, so that's a great thing.
Okay. Do you ever go out on missions with them, or is it mostly inside the
I
Army?
do. I go out on a few missions with them. I like going out on the missions. Get out, see the locals, interact with them a little bit.
Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, sometimes we'll have little kids come up with, little cuts or something. Try to treat them and stuff like that. Try to help out the local populace with as much medical care as I can possibly give them.
Okay, now being National Guard, different than active duty military, you have jobs back home, and hopefully you have a job to go back to. Is that right?
Well, currently I'm planning on going to nursing school when I get back.
Oh, okay, great. Okay, well, I appreciate that. Why don't you go ahead and pass the mic down?
I am Specialist Timothy Gannon. I'm from Junction City, Kansas. I'm a gunner for the Kansas ADT.
So being a gunner, does that mean when they go out on missions, you're part of the security detail?
Yes.
Okay. Can you talk at all about some of the projects you've been on with them, or are you more involved in protecting them?
Yeah, I'm looking out than looking in. So.
Okay. Where are you from?
Junction City.
Junction City. Okay. Talk about being security detail, because it's obviously a very important part of every mission. You're obviously watching out on the road. You're watching out when they're at their sites, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Has it been fairly safe for you all? I mean, I've heard a little bit about IEDs, but
yeah, we've had our few bumps here and there, but for the most part, it is pretty safe. I mean, I think it helps that we're ADT and the locals know us, and they're happy to see us when we do show up.
Okay, as a gunner now, you're in the middle there, right? Coming through the hatch or whatever you call it.
Yeah, I'm on the top of the truck.
And it's hot out.
Yeah.
So
our trucks have pretty good air conditioners.
But you're out really in the open now.
Yeah.
Whether it's driving down the road.
Yeah.
Okay. I asked that because I just, we've been on missions, and just so people know, you're not here on a picnic.
We're definitely not a picnic.
And you're out a lot. You work a lot of hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, great. Go ahead and pass it out.
I'm Specialist Moran. I'm from Spring Hill, Kansas. I've been in the Army National Guard for 4 years now, and I have 3 years of previous active duty Marine Corps.
Okay, and what do you do here?
I'm with the Sec 4 platoon security for the ADT-3 mission.
Okay.
I'm a gunner driver.
Okay. So you're actually driving it. So you're not actually going in on the missions, the projects, but you see what's happening?
No, not very rarely. Once in a while I'm a dismount and I can get in and see what they're doing, but most of the time I'm in the truck. I find myself in the driver's seat more often than not.
Sure. Very
Probably
important.
because I'm old and they allow me that they allow me that liberty.
Obviously, very important seat that you're taking there.
Yes,
Getting people back and forth.
there's an incredible amount of responsibility with being a driver.
Sure.
Trying to drive around the streets of Mehtar Lam and Afghanistan in general, it's just a lot different than driving around in the States.
Right. So you and the gunner and the person that sits next to you, you're
The
watching
TC,
everything in
yes.
front of you. You're trying to keep an eye out for potential IED or
Absolutely.
anything that could cause harm.
Absolutely. IEDs, civilians walking along the side of the road. There's an incredible amount of civilians walking and riding bicycles, and the roads aren't real wide here, so
Yeah.
it's mainly the driver's watching where he's going. There's not a lot of the gunner. You rely on the gunner to look out and look for the more obvious signs of IEDs, things like that.
When you talk about people, you're talking about young children too, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. They like to
Absolutely.
come up and
Very young. You'll see them as young as 2 years old walking along the side of
Yeah.
the street. They're not, this isn't the United States, and this is normal to them. It's not that they're doing bad, it's normal to them.
right. Do you run into goats or animals too, or?
I don't run into anything.
No, I
There is a definite chance of running into something, and it has happened. But ADT3 tries to make as best compensation as they can to whoever or whatever it happens to.
Okay, great. Appreciate that. Go ahead and pass it on.
Hi, I'm Sergeant Nathan Blair. I'm from Junction City, Kansas, and I am part of our maintenance section here with ADT.
Okay, and how long have you served?
I've served 12 and a half years active duty in the regular Army, and then 8.5 years in the National Guard.
Okay. And what do you do?
Oh, back home you mean?
No,
Or,
I mean- well, yeah, okay, back
well,
home. too.
well, back home it's really similar to what I do here. I'm a civil service mechanic. I maintain National Guard equipment on Fort Riley. And here I just, keep the trucks running. We go to a lot of remote, rugged areas. And without the trucks, a lot of the missions probably wouldn't be able to be accomplished. So, I like to think that I have a pretty important part of the mission, even though I'm not out on a lot of it.
Okay. The sand obviously has to have an effect on the vehicles, especially when Jalalabad's having the sandstorm or from someplace else, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but really we have a pretty good maintenance program here. I got some great operators who really take pride in their vehicles, so we really try to stay on top of it and keep them running, the best we can.
Okay, and I forgot to ask you both,